Hi everyone, I'm Febe,
And I'm Merkay.
and today we're showing you how to get gold on your Beetle races.
First, we have a few quick tips. One of them is to save time and you want to end a race early, you can click the X in the race event box that is in the top right of your corner screen. And that'll end a race early, save you a bunch of time.
Some other keys that we'll be talking about are your strafing left and strafing right. That's defaulted to Q and E. That helps make your turns tighter.
Which, of course, you'll also need to know about. It's defaulted to C, which is Mountability 2, and in the case of these races, it is the drift button.
So for this one, you want to boost yourself immediately.
And you kind of want to stay in on the inside of those to avoid that cliff and then the bandit gate.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you're coming up to the inquest base here, be careful. There's a tree right in the middle that's pretty easy to hit if you aren't careful.
Mm-hmm. Swing a little wide, strafe a little bit, and then boost immediately after that bubble.
So here, you're going to want to go down through the route and try and avoid the Astern devices, but as long as you follow the flags directly, you shouldn't hit any of them.
So here's the only real drift you need. Drift, keep it tight so that you're lined up with the orb, get your orb, and boost immediately. Then you want a Bond of Vigor coming out of that so you have another boost ready as soon as you need it. And then boost as you're going up this hill. Did you want to mention that tree? No? Okay.
Those are all pretty easy to avoid.
Okay.
I think I ever hit that tree. The tree coming up, I did hit a couple times. It's right before the long ramp, and you can just swing wide to avoid it.
Mm-hmm. Grab your orb. I always save that boost for right here. Do your trick, regen some of your endurance, and avoid that fucking route.
It is. By avoiding that and going on the path, you actually get just a little bit more speed than you would otherwise.
Mm-hmm. If you're able to, boost before this orb, grab the orb, and keep your strafe and turn tight so that you can not lose speed going up this hill.
And there is one tree past there that's pretty easy to avoid, but it is kind of right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Past that, you're going to see a bunch of vines. Those are actually, you can pass through almost all of them, and anything else is easy to avoid.
Mm-hmm. If you're able to boost out of that turn, go ahead and do that. You don't have to drift into that orb. Just clip it as you're turning and boost immediately after as soon as you can.
Now further up, normally there's some bandit barricades, and for those, you kind of just want to go off to the side and you should still be able to hit the bubble without being stopped in your tracks with a barricade.
Mm-hmm. Usually for that jump right here, you want to be regenning your endurance so that you have a full boost ready for right here. Aim for the right hand corner so that you can hit the root and go sailing over it. Bond of Vigor. Sort of coast your way through these root tangles. Bouncy bounce a little bit.
This route will sometimes have a tree that you can gather, so that's not always the best route to take. Honestly, I would just not do this if that tree is there and wait till the next day, but if you can't, you're going to have to swing a little bit wide and it is a much harder turn.
Boost right before the orb, grab your orb, and hold on to that for the moment. You don't want to be going too fast coming out of this or you'll have too much speed. Clip the very edge of this bubble, swing a little wide so you don't go sailing over this bubble, and then boost coming out of it so you go as fast as you can into the finish line. And that's how you get gold in Tropic Valley.
Which is the worst of all of the races, by my opinion. We rated this one as the highest at 5, and I like to think it's like waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I actually found this track to be really enjoyable, but I did spend 2 days here.
2 whole days just here.
Doing nothing else. Literally nothing else in this game.
2 days in this awful hell. Tropic, that sounds so great. Gosh, I'd love to spend some time there. What you don't realize is it's torture. It's all torture.
But don't forget that if you ever need a quick reset, you can hit the X in the upper right-hand corner up by the race timer.
One bad thing is, this track is so long that it's often hard to tell that you've wasted too much time until you're nearly at the very end.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I hate this track.
I love this track.
You're a monster. I love you anyways.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified every time we upload.
You can also check out our other racing videos.
If you have any questions or tips that we might have missed, then leave us a comment down below, and don't forget to tell us what your best time has been on this race so far.
Good luck, Speed Racers. We'll see you at the races. Bye!
Bye!